Happy New Year, Happy Christmas, Happy Easter, Happy everything we've missed.
Yeah,
When's the last time we made a video?
I don't remember. I was gonna say a few years ago. It feels like it. There will be a video up by the time this video goes up, which is our Thailand vlog. So we'll link it down below so you guys could take a look at that. We will hopefully have a few more travel vlogs coming up for the year. And 2019, we're going to try to be a little bit more active on YouTube. It's just a little hard because I'm back in school. So usually I'm the one that edits the videos and I can't really edit and
or she's studying.
So we're going to try and do all of that for this year, and I want to also be a little bit more active on my Instagram as well, posting stuff. So if you aren't following me, go follow me, please. I'll link it or put it somewhere on the screen. So we decided to just do a mukbang.
I think it's a mukbang or mukbang.
You watch these videos.
I love these videos.
So we hope that you guys enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe. We will try hopefully to have a lot more videos coming for you guys. So by the time you guys watch this video, our travel vlog from Thailand will be up. So please go watch that.
Check it out.
And let's just get started on this mukbang.
So we got tops. Sauce too. I think it's ranch. Even though we have our vegan ranch, just in case. It's gotta be bomb. So we have some utensils up in here. What did we get, babe? What's this?
That's sliders. I had her rush home like that. Everything could be crispy.
We have some. They're called fire. Yeah, it's called fire chicken sliders.
Yeah,
which is basically chicken sliders that have like pickles and stuff, chicken.
So yeah, I had her drive really fast on tops just so our stuff could still be crispy.
We also
doesn't really
have
look crispy, but
buffalo.
Oh, you got buffalo?
I got buffalo, yeah. But we asked it to be extra crispy.
Hopefully they are.
Hopefully they are. We'll see. It says it on the receipt. And then we got onion rings. So that's what we got going on. Shout out to Tops.
This is nothing compared to what like I've seen on
people eat like crazy, like non-stop, like.
Should we get plates or?
I'm gonna break this.
Actually, I'm gonna. Oh, okay, cool.
These come apart if you didn't know. I use it as a come apart. I don't think that's a. No, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's what I do. So basically, it's how you basically eat, and you hear the crunch. How is it?
Really good.
So they gave us regular ranch. I don't know if you want their ranch or our ranch, babe.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so they gave us ranch. We also have Red Hot, right? Frank's Red Hot.
Ever since I met Steph, like my palate has evolved.
You like sauce and hot sauce. I don't have my sriracha, but I think it should be alright. And I got the vegan ranch. You like it, babe? I crave.
This is actually really good.
Wow.
And I'm starving. We just had date night tonight. We went to Dave and Buster's in by Willowbrook Mall, which was super fun. There was a line by the time we left, and I was like,
we didn't know that was a place on Saturdays.
Yeah, it's popping. It's where the old people go, babe.
That's us now. So we had date night. What we try to do now is have date night. We try to do it every week, but budgets and financially sometimes doesn't work. So we're trying to do it every 2 weeks, or at least one extravagant thing at like once a month. But we've been doing date nights here and there. Today's date night was fun. A couple Coronas and we just played games. It was cool. If you don't know what Dave and Buster's, do they have them like throughout the country? Oh, but it's basically a
Chuck E. Cheese for grown-ups. It's so much fun. I would definitely recommend it.
Like we're still alive, guys.
Yeah, we are. So I'm having the slider now.
Let's show them.
And
what does it have? Pickles? Tomato?
Chicken, tomato, and lettuce. I don't know. They lied to you if they said it had pickles.
I
used to hate pickles, and now I freaking love pickles. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm obsessed with pickles now.
I'm actually gonna dig into a wing, babe.
Go for it.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. I love the way like Lei eats. I always want her like bite.
Yeah, we're eating the same thing. And she's like, can I have some of your food? And I'm like, we're eating the same stuff.
Wow.
She's like, yeah, but you make everything look so much better. I'm kind of upset because I think it was so hot that it started getting a little soggy. It's not as crispy.
I bet you if we had it there. Shit is rocking. Wow, this is so good, man. Well, we're planning a big trip for my 25th. If you guys didn't know, I'm gonna turn 25 in June. So
she's a child.
But no, anyways, for my 25th, we're gonna go somewhere big.
We're planning that now. We're trying to go somewhere before, like a little mini vacation, just both of us.
Vacation.
We're trying to figure out the other vacation that we're planning in June. So we have to see if financially it's a smart decision to do.
I don't know, everyone likes to go. I feel like a lot of people have been going on vacations. And it's like, I think it's good.
It's great, but sometimes we get so caught up in social media that we want to be doing everything that everyone else is doing. And it's not that you're hating or anything like that, but it's like you want to do all that stuff. Like you want to enjoy and go out, but it's okay for you to, you know, stay home or just rack up them coins so you could plan a bigger vacation. So,
because, you know, not everybody has bills too.
So I see that because today we were talking that we want to go on this little vacation, and she's like, yeah, but we have to plan this other thing. And I get so caught up because I'm like, oh my gosh, so many of our friends are going on vacation.
Let's go. We want to take a break.
But it's okay for you to stay home. It's okay for you not to.
It's okay for you to have a staycation and do your own. So I'm trying to be okay with that. That should be one of your 2019 goals, babe.
What?
To not let it kind of affect you.
Yeah, I'm always on social media, and I feel like that always, I don't know.
Think triggers it?
I don't know. It's just like you're so like you get sucked into all this stuff that it just sucks because you think like you need to be on everyone's level, and it's okay if you're not.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel like that, or they don't even know that they feel like that. Because
and I feel like sometimes it makes you feel bad. Like you're just like, wow, like
how is this person doing that?
Exactly.
And I'm not.
Yeah. I'm getting full.
Me too. Maybe
this is gonna be a sad mukbang.
It's more so a mukbang. Welcome back. We miss y'all.
Oh my god, so we wanted to tell you guys a story because we haven't said it, and since our video for Thailand is going up.
Oh my god.
So it's so crazy. The entire trip, you will see, it was great. It was amazing. We were out there for a good, I think it was like 10 days.
11 days. Technically 13 because we got stuck somewhere.
Yeah. So we were there for a lot longer than we expected. The trip itself was amazing. I would definitely recommend if you're going to Asia.
Oh my god.
Or anything.
Or that part of the world. Like if you're going to Australia, take that 4 or 5 hour plane ride to Thailand.
Yeah, and definitely if you can afford it, do the pay for first class for sure, because it's,
I mean, it wasn't that bad. We had business premium.
Going to Thailand wasn't bad. Coming back home was
a shit show.
The worst experience of our lives.
Yo, I gotta cry.
We were so uncomfortable. The seats were so uncomfortable. It was crazy.
But the reason why, because it wasn't our flight.
Yeah. So we went to Thailand, and when we went, it was September, like the beginning of September, and it's their wet season.
Right before.
It's raining and all this stuff. So when we were there, it wasn't too bad. Like it would rain for a few, and then it was all good.
It's like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah,
And then it stops. The sun comes out, and then in an hour or two it'll come back. So it gives you time to do things. I think it rained. It rained, but it wasn't like pouring rain. You can't do anything.
Yeah, like throughout the whole day, it was amazing. We had so much fun. Coming back home, we actually thought when we were going, our friend Vaughn, he actually had issues with his plane ticket, so we thought that he wouldn't be able to get back home because he only had his flight to go.
They never sent him a confirmation for the flight
to go to China, and then from China to Thailand. And then they told him that once he got to Thailand, he would have to figure out his whole flight back home, which is to me insane. I would not get on a plane, but he did it.
But he's
super, like he's amazing. What'd you do? It's right here.
Oh, it's a good piece of chicken. Oh, try it. It's crunchy.
Sorry, I stole that from you.
It's okay.
So, it was great. He got on the plane. He was like, fuck it. I'll deal with it when I get back. I was like, to you, boo-boo. Steph is very organized. She had all of our information. I let her plan everything because...
What I do?
We wouldn't have been in Thailand. That's all I have to say. So, trip was great. We are coming back home. There's a horrible storm. There's a typhoon going on in China. We had to land
in the Philippines.
Yeah, babe, but it was going towards
China.
So
it went towards China, like a specific part where our airline was supposed to go towards that part.
Yeah,
and it was canceled.
So most of the flights to China were canceled. So we got to the airport at like
12 because our flights would be like 2.
So we end up figuring that stuff out. Everybody has a plane ticket, and our flight from Thailand, from Phuket to China, to a different part of China. Where did we get to? I think it was Hong Kong that we went.
Beijing.
We landed in Beijing, and our flight didn't leave till like 1 a.m. So we had to spend the whole day at the airport. It was so uncomfortable. Like none of us, we had to sit on the other side of a cafe to try to take the outlet so we could charge our phones and everything. It was insane.
It was rough.
Jenny, I think, was still hungover.
Jenny was still hungover
from the night
us
before.
Drinking. It was rough. We didn't expect it because on the flight going there, we literally slept most of the flight. It was on and off. They feed you 3 times. So we're like, it's fine. We're gonna go out the night before. We'll be hungover, whatever, but we'll sleep on the flight. It's fine. No, that shit didn't happen. What it turns out to be is when our flight's supposed to leave at 2, that's when the airline comes in and they tell us, oh, we're trying to get you onto a sister brother airline that we work with. So I'm there trying to organize everything, figure everything out. I get there and they tell me everyone was able to switch over. They give everybody a boarding pass. We're thinking everything's okay. Everyone gets on the plane. Once we, the things end up switching around and they're like, oh, your flight is gonna be landing in Newark, New Jersey. Is that fine? And we were like, hell yeah, because they're supposed to land in JFK. So Newark is close to home for all of us. So we're like, yo, we lucked out. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. So they switch our flights or whatever. They get us a flight. Everything's going on. We have basically an hour once we land in China to get to the gate. And they're
go through TSA, which there's a few checkpoints that we had to go through. And
automatically make it into the flight. And we're like, okay, whatever. We're on the plane. We're just happy we're out of Thailand at this point. Because we're just over it. We don't even care. We just want to get home. Get to China, we go through TSA, they end up finding us for our flight and telling us we cut the entire line because we need to go. Everyone gets to the boarding pass, everyone is in the plane, it's just us checking in our boarding pass. Savannah's, Jenny goes, she goes, I go, and my boarding pass gets denied. And I'm like, how did my boarding pass get denied if I went through 4 TSAs through the entire China airport. And they tell me I don't have a boarding pass number. And I'm like, how does that not make sense? I've been scanning my boarding pass the entire time. Turns out that shit doesn't happen. I'm crying because I want to go home. I have a couple things planned that I'm like, I need to be home to do this. Doesn't happen. I end up crying. I'm thinking maybe that's gonna work. No, Sabanis and Jenny are looking at me like I'm gonna stay.
They were telling all of us that we had to get on the plane because if we didn't get on the plane,
we would have to
pay airline tickets for us to get back home.
And if they were to pay an airline ticket that would be later that day, it'd be $2,000 each.
So they end up getting on the flight, and I told Steph, I was like, I am not getting on this flight without you. Like, it's not gonna happen. I would be miserable. I would not be able to like stay calm in a 14-hour flight knowing that she's stuck in China. So I was like, well, we booked our flight together. All of our itinerary information was together. So if she's not going, I'm not going. He's like, well, if you do that, you're gonna have to buy a new ticket. And I was like, that's fine. Like, it's not an issue, but I'm not gonna let her stay alone. She was telling me to come, to leave. And I was like, are you crazy? No, I can't do it. So we end up staying in China. And the whole thing was that when they switched her flight,
when they transferred over,
when they did the transfer, they never put the transfer number on the ticket.
They were missing 3 numbers on my ticket.
It was 3 numbers that they were missing on her ticket. And if she would have had those 3 numbers, she would have been fine. So it was the whole time, it was the airline.
Who messed up the transaction, like, basically.
To fuck everything up. We ended up we had to stay in China. We had to get a visa to stay overnight.
We got a China visa.
We had, so
we slept in China. Yeah. We were in China. We had the San Bernardino passport.
We were half an hour from the Great Wall of China,
but we weren't doing shit.
Yeah, we just stayed home because first of all, we didn't know, like, we didn't have any information. At the hotel that we were at, like, the Wi-Fi sucked. Like, we couldn't even really get into the Wi-Fi. So we really couldn't even check like where we were, like what to do. We couldn't even like we tried
to communicate and it was not working.
Yeah, we stayed like probably like 10 minutes away from the airport because they provided the hotel. Thank God I didn't have to pay for a ticket or anything.
Everything was covered.
Everything was covered.
So it wasn't bad. We ate Chinese food in China, which was hilarious and amazing.
Food.
Which is. Yeah, I mean, no, but like, you know how it's like, oh, we finally ate Thailand food in Thailand. It was our first time, and we had Thai food. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God, like, we're in Thailand, this is Thai food. Like, I can tell somebody next time I've had Thailand food. Like, but it's like, we've never had Thai food, and we had it in Thailand. So we're able to cross it out. And I'm like, babe, Chinese food in China is like probably different than Chinese food here.
And it was
like, it was bomb. We had chopsticks and all, like.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little scary. When we were on the flight, one of the guys that worked at the airline, he was like, don't worry, don't cry. He's like, you're gonna go home. He was like, we don't want you here. We were just like, oh my God, like, you're so rude. But it was rough, like,
you know. But never again. It's like we couldn't even.
Not never again because we didn't plan it. We didn't plan it. Like maybe
we couldn't stop it because it happened because of the typhoon.
Yeah.
Because if the typhoon didn't happen, we would have had our flight. Everything would have been fine. Like there wouldn't have had any issues.
And our friend Jenny and Vaughn, they lost their luggage.
They lost their luggage. Yeah, because it was the transfer and it was an hour and a half. They weren't able to bring their luggage. So when they landed, they texted us and they're like, oh, we didn't get our luggage. So we got home, we had our luggage. They still hadn't gotten their luggage.
Yeah. So,
I mean, things happen for a reason.
God knows
why, but
we were stressed.
Out. We can't expect things like that. And that's what happens with traveling is, you know, you never know.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I don't think I would ever go back. Well, who knows if I would ever do that again. But that's the whole thing. It could happen anytime.
It doesn't even, you know, necessarily mean that, oh, it happened because it was a 22-hour flight. It can happen to us going to Miami, which is 2.5 hours, you know? It's definitely easier for us to get home, of course, but...
Oh, my God.
It can still happen. Oh, I got a couple things?
Yeah. So,
It's fine. Don't say the people. Just
No, I know. But that was literally what happened with us at China, coming back from Thailand. It was really scary. I would never leave this little munchkin in a different country. Like, would not happen ever. So I had to stay with her. My mom was like worried. My dad was like, "This is what you get for traveling to the other side of the world."
This is what you guys get.
Yeah, my mom was saying the same thing. If you guys know Spanish people, Spanish parents, wild. It was just insane. We didn't have Wi-Fi, so we couldn't even communicate with them. My mom was like freaking out because we were connecting when we were at the airport. I was able to FaceTime her, but the Wi-Fi would disconnect within like 2 minutes. So we always had to like make different numbers, different passport numbers to get 2 minutes of Wi-Fi.
I never know.
They had to like translate. One guy wrote on a piece of paper because he spoke English and Chinese. I'm not sure exactly.
Well, one of the dialects.
Yeah. So he had to write it down.
We're literally walking around with a piece of paper, like and they would help. I mean, he was so nice. Like at the end of it, he met us at the gate and he said thank you. But
yeah, it was rough.
It was rough.
But
one for the books.
Yeah, it's something that when we got home, I was so happy to be home. So happy. But
whatever. We went to Thailand and China.
Yeah, that was fun. So we got a few questions here, and it says, "What are you guys looking forward to in 2019?" What are you looking forward to in 2019?
I was gonna say this bag got a little bit hefty.
Very
the
fortunate.
price just went up.
Very fortunate that our jobs are very we have stable jobs. Very lucky and blessed. But 2019, I'm definitely very excited for new opportunities. New places to travel to, us just growing within our relationship. I think that's another thing. It's gonna be what, 3 years? 4 years?
4.
Going on to 4 years, which is crazy.
Oh my god, babe. I think that's what I'm looking forward to. 2019. I'm looking forward to our 4 years and then me turning 25. Because that's crazy. I mean, I'm not gonna cry like you did.
Yeah, I did cry.
But I don't know, I'm just looking forward to it. I think that's pretty much it. I think I want to focus this year on family too.
I was telling Steph for 2019, like, I definitely want to give back more. Just because even though, I mean, we're not rich or have everything we want, but we've been very blessed and very fortunate to have what we have and the opportunities that we have been given. So I told her that I definitely want to give back more, just because a lot more families need support and just everyone around us need more support. So I think giving back is something that's very important, and it makes you appreciate everything else that you have. So definitely giving back more. What else? Just self-improvement
and love.
Yeah, just
like, I don't know, we
spreading love, because this country needs a lot of love.
Can I get it? Oh. No, yeah. That was good, babe. Yeah. We literally had a conversation about this like 2 days ago at midnight. I was like, babe, what are we gonna favorite thing to do in your free time?
Stay home.
Yo, I mean, Lei's a homebody for sure.
I love staying home. If I could stay home all the time, I would. Like, I love being a couch potato. I love sleeping. I mean, I don't sleep as much as I used to.
She was sick the last week for like 20 days.
No. But when
we first said last week.
When I first met Steph, I used to sleep so much.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, how?
When we met, she was dorming in Rutgers, so I would go to Rutgers, and she would be in class, so I would be off from work, and I would sleep the whole day. So she would leave, I was sleeping, she would come back, and I was still sleeping. She would just bring me food, and that's when I would wake up. So
she can sleep for like 30 hours straight.
not anymore.
She still can sleep. She can still sleep.
I can, but not
she
as
had
much.
like a 5-hour nap, and I stayed the entire time just watching my Food Network. She woke up for like 10 minutes, spoke to me, and I was like, oh, it's time for bed. It's like 11:30. And she's like, oh, okay. Get to bed, passes out in like less than 5 minutes, and I'm like, how? I can't take naps because
I get
my
so
body
mad.
doesn't function like that. Like, I can't sleep when the sun is out. It just doesn't work. So I'm like, yo, if I were to even sleep 15 minutes, it will mess me up. Like, I won't go to bed at my regular bedtime. So she can sleep 4 days.
I can. But point is,
that's what she likes to do in her spare time.
I like to stay home. I also like to read books. Right now, that's what I've been doing. I've been reading The Becoming, Michelle Obama. Definitely get it.
Get that book.
That shit is the bomb. That, what else do we like to do? Spare time. We really don't do much. We pretty much stay home most of the time. Go food shopping. That's our #1 hobby.
I just love food.
Because
yo, if y'all love food, like and comment because
I don't want this anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm full.
No.
Yeah, no.
So I think
that's our hobbies. Somebody asked, what is the current show we're watching, and where are we traveling?
Yeah.
There's like 6 of them. So what do you want to answer first? The shows?
Shows. We have a few shows that we watch. We have not finished many of them because we get into one show and then we stop and then start another show. So we've been watching Gossip Girl, which we haven't watched in a while.
We did watch something now. What was the last thing we watched on Netflix? Oh, it was a movie. Oh, it was Bird Box, but
yeah,
doesn't
but that
count.
doesn't count. So Gossip Girl, I've seen, because she doesn't like watching like murder docuseries. I saw The Innocent Man, which is amazing. Making a Murderer, amazing.
Narcos.
Yeah.
What's the one we just watched about Narcos? It wasn't in Narcos?
Oh, The Real Narcos?
No, the one that the guy goes.
That's what it's called, I
Is that
think.
what it is?
The Real Narcos or something like that.
He goes to Mexico,
Check it.
Colombia.
Open it up. So yeah, Making a Murderer, The Innocent Man,
No, you guys have to.
Atypical, which is amazing as well. It's funny. What other show?
How can I see that I laugh?
Friends.
I'm actually into Friends now.
I love Friends. I watch that all the time.
Should I put Narcos?
I don't know.
Oh, it's right here. Inside
The Real Narcos.
It's like 5 episodes, but it's so good about this guy who literally has interviews.
Which I don't even know how is that even possible that a guy is able to document. I know, but how is it that he's able to document all this stuff and like all these cartels are okay with?
But they joke around like, hey,
Like
if I saw you here, I wouldn't. You.
That. What else do I watch? Definitely Friends is like my #1
No, I like
go-to
Friends.
show. At first, Steph didn't like it, and now she's like obsessed.
I'm obsessed.
We've
I
seen
love
it from
Joey.
like season 1.
I love Joey.
But yeah, that's so far the shows that we've been watching.
In regards to traveling, we're not gonna tell you the big travel that we have planned before June. It's a surprise. We're not gonna show it yet, but we may go somewhere probably in March.
Yeah.
We're just gonna figure a couple things out just to see what works best for us and kind of what we want to plan. But we definitely are traveling. We're gonna have a couple of stamps,
Hopefully, yeah.
hopefully in our passport, and then go from there. But overall 2019 is going to be a great year. We're putting it out there. It's going to be a positive year, a year filled with blessings, opportunities for everyone that we know, our friends, our family, you guys. That's what we like to do. We feel that if you put it out there, it's already out.
It is law of attraction.
Law of attraction. You heard it right here, guys.
Law of attraction.
Law of
You
attraction.
put it out there, it's gonna happen. The universe works for you.
What you put out there comes right back to you.
Exactly. So no more negative Nancy's over here, okay?
No more. Take that out. No,
Yeah.
but for real though, overall, it's gonna be a great year. And we hope it's a great year for you.
Yes. We hope it's an amazing
amazing
year
year
for you, and we hope that you accomplish everything that you set your mind to this year, and don't let anyone say that you can't do something, because you are that itch and you could do it.
Keep on going. You guys rock. That's it for our mukbang.
Yeah, you guys want to recommend any kind of videos or anything that you guys would like to see from us,
Challenges,
please put them down in the description box. We will leave our Instagram handles as well. My Instagram is public, Steph is private. So you guys could DM us, you could
do whatever you gotta do.
Good stuff. But that's about it. And anything else that you would like to say?
No, just miss you guys, and we're glad to be back.
Yeah. So we will catch you guys on our next video.